Listen up, here's the story of a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, everything he sees is just blue, like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window, and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue to him, and himself, and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I live in a world of monotone. I see a world of colors, but no variances in those colors, of what I think color is. I see in a small bubble, a fishbowl of clarity. I see through a tunnel of sight into a faceless and blurry world devoid of fine detail. An abstract, impressionistic painting of a world on fire. I have what is called optic nerve atrophy, meaning that the optic nerves connecting my eyes to my brain do not work very well. As a result, my distance, peripheral, and color vision are not good and may get continually worse in the future. Because of my eyesight, my whole life experience is not quite as normal as you would expect when looking at me from the outside. Even though I may do well in class, more often than not, I can't see what is on the board or even writing that is inches away from me. In the hallways, I see no familiar faces, except all I see is the matching blue uniforms. I can't be thrown a football. All I will see is blue sky until the football hits me in the forehead. I can't look out and enjoy nature and the beauty of the watery blue world the same way everyone else does. I can't read signs, and it is difficult to navigate on my own. I can't drive. I'm trapped in a little blue world. Yet, even though I struggle with my eyesight, I really enjoy watching and making videos and plan to become a filmmaker in the future. Which is strange because film is a really visually expressive art form. Because even if my eyesight sets a limit to what I can see and do, to some degree I'm limitless. I've found other ways to see the world. Helen Keller, a blind and deaf author, once said that the only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. The eyes are useless when the mind is blind. Being able to see the world without the perception of the mind just equals not seeing it at all. We can see the shape, color, or type of object with our eyes, but we can only really understand it with our mind. Each and everything we see has a meaning attached to it, and our mind deciphers to us that meaning. Therefore, both mind and eyes are very important parts to our sight, because in absence of the other, either cannot work very efficiently. However, there is so much that the mind can see without the eyes. For example, the perspectives of other people. In our world today, people are so closed off, trapped in their reds and blues, blacks and whites, trying and fighting so desperately in a world of clashing color. They seek to find validity and understanding in the world, but as a result become trapped in a life of monotone color. They get trapped politically in an ever-increasing world of diverse beliefs and people. Through storytelling, however, these barriers of belief can be breached. Even if we are different, through movies, books, and other forms of media, we can find the vision to find empathy and understanding in a world of blinding anger and pain. We can clear our eyes of the fear and hatred clouding it. Even if we cannot see ourselves, through the power of filmmaking and storytelling, we can find vision and see the world through others' eyes. Take the curious instant of the dog in the nighttime, our fall play, for example. Through the play, we are allowed to see through the perspective of a boy on the autism spectrum, and thus gain new perspective, new color, new understanding to become the blind artist with the vision to improve the world. Even if you can't see the world, you can have insight on it. Sight may fade, but vision holds true. Let me tell you a story. There were once two friends, an atheist and a priest, who were out camping in the forest. The atheist had 20/20 vision. The priest was a blind man. Despite their differences, the two friends were very close. As the two friends traveled along their way in the forest, The atheist looked out into nature, appreciating the sheer beauty of the world, and was struck with awe. He saw bright blue skies, majestic mountains, and plants and animals residing in harmony. The atheist, moved by all that he saw, began to tell the priest about all the amazing things he saw in nature, trying in some way to convey this wonder to his friend. He was surprised, however, as he told his friend about all the amazing things in nature. His friend would respond with insights even more beautiful. To the priest, the sky was a blue canvas, painted with clouds, the mountains, sculptures carved from the earth, the plants and animals, a beautiful play directed by God. Even though the atheist did not believe in God, he was awed by his friend's insight that allowed him to find greater beauty in the world he himself could not see. The priest had a different kind of vision. The atheist exclaimed to his friend, "You are blind, yet you see so much. If only you could see the whole picture of the world." The priest responded, "We are all blind. God's plan is like a beautiful tapestry, and the tragedy of being human is that we only get to see it from the back. All we can see are the ragged threads and the muddy colors of the world, and we only get a hint of true beauty that would be revealed if we could see it as God does. But we are only given the gift of sight, both in eyes and in mind, and we must learn to see as much as we can. If we cannot see with our eyes, we must see with faith, hope, and insight. And then maybe, just maybe, one day we will see the whole painting. So now we look out in our world trapped in monotone. But maybe, just maybe, we can look beyond our eyes and use our vision to see the world of color."